Haven't I seen you someplace before?
This one would like to know if he had seen me someplace before.
If you've seen him before, you will not be seeing him now.
Who is the personality in charge of the poker?
That's Major Patton, and the game's full.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Care to look up my sleeves?
Do not talk, senor. Deal.
Cut.
Give this to the Major.
How many?
I'm out. One.
Major, the fellow who just took a hand is the Mexican bandit, General Molina. He killed a dealer and 2 players in Juarez last week.
I'm sorry, my friend. It appears to be for you.
Thank you very much.
I'll bet 1,000.
1,000. Raise you 3,000.
This should be worth a raise. It's the rights to 150,000 acres facing the Rio Grande.
By any chance, this real estate didn't belong to one of those players in Juarez, did it?
Do not talk. I made a bet. 150,000 acres, senor.
I call.
What is that?
If we're betting dirt, there's some in the bottom of that boot.
Are you questioning my honesty?
I sure as hell am. Why, you lucky son of a gun. You filled an inside straight. But on the other hand, I got a full house. Kings over aces. General, I think you better assemble your troops and retreat.
Yes. Stay close to me, my glorious bodyguards. I wouldn't know what to do without you. Without you.
Well, seems I've just won 150,000 acres somewhere around here.
Think of it as a very large plot to bury such a small man.
Adios.
Well, it's a legal claim as far as we're concerned, Major Patton.
Good. Nice to know the government recognizes a full house over a strait.
Well, we do. But there are some old Spanish land grants that might give you trouble. Ever hear of Don Jose Vicuna y Arias?
Sounds familiar.
Should. Biggest spread in Mexico. Maybe in the whole world.
Where do I find this fella?
Well, it's quite a ride. Let's see now. Here we are in Tex-Mex.
Oh, thank you. Hello there. Thanks.
Ah, Major Patton. My house is honored.
Thank you, sir.
An absinthe cooler for our guest. He's had a long and heated ride.
Sorry to bust in like this, but a drink would be pretty welcome. Took me 10 hours from your gate to the front door.
I know. Fortunately, you found the shortcut.
I did? Say, excuse me for asking, but how come you know me?
I keep dossiers on people, Major. Potential associates. Sort of a hobby.
I see.
May I present Mademoiselle Delphine Michaud? She's my daughter's companion.
I do. Glad to see you. Oh, thank you very much.
And I have another guest. The famous Mexican patriot, General Enrique Jorge Molina.
Yes, we have met.
Yeah, we sure have. I've missed you, General. How's the finger?
Please, Major Patton, sit down. Draw on your drink and relax.
Well, I'm pretty dusty, sir. I wouldn't want to dirty things up.
Nonsense, nonsense. Delphine, have some fresh clothing and a warm bath prepared for the Major. As you can see, a business discussion is unseemly at this time. If you will excuse me, I would like to summon my daughter to meet the Major. Undoubtedly, you will be gone when I return, so I will bid you goodbye now. Please, my son, sit down. Make yourself at home.
Thank you, sir.
But, Senor Don Jose, You are an unfortunate man, Major. I grow less and less fond of you by the moment.
For a famous Mexican patriot, you sure ain't very democratic.
I care only for the poor people of Mexico. In my kind of democracy, hideous luxury would not be possible. Only a man such as myself would know how to administer it fairly.
Oh, you mean you'd share it with the poor people, huh?
Certainly. Not right away, of course. This thing takes time, sometimes hundreds of years.
Well, seems as if you'd be a mighty good leader for Mexico, General.
Thank you, Major.
The people need a man they can respect, give their hearts to, and everything else for that matter.
Since you're still here, General, my daughter wishes me to express her sorrow at the recent loss of your wife. I, too, have suffered such a loss. I sympathize.
I deeply appreciate your words of concern at this tragic time.
For the sake of your infant daughter, I hope you will find a good nurse. Good day, General.
You better keep your powder dry, General.
Till we meet again, Major. For the last time, adios.
By the way, where did you achieve your rank, Major?
Oh, it's not a rank.
Oh?
No. Most folks think it is.
Honorary title?
No, it's my name.
Ah.
Oh, thank you. First name's Major, middle name's William, last name's Patton. My father's name was Professor Mortimer Patton. My grandfather's name was Dr. Gustav Patton. My uncle's name was Admiral Fosdick Patton. It's kind of strange, I know. But it's an old family tradition. Calculated that proper naming could give a boy a head start in life.
Very wise.
Yes. Sir, if I'm not being too personal, what kind of business would a gentleman like yourself have with Molina?
My dear Major, it's very simple. Amongst my collection of objets d'art, I have hidden away an enormous number of firearms. It is my belief that the more I collect, the fewer there will be for others to use.
Now, that's mighty good thinking, sir. That's mighty good. And he wants them to use. For the poor people, of course.
Precisely.
Yeah.
You must promise me you will never allow them to fall into his benevolent hands.
Me, sir?
A wishful thought. My daughter is extremely eager to meet you, Major.
Me?
She's unable to come down at the moment. She's taking her whistling lesson.
Whistling lesson?
A part of the tradition of the women in our family. At the moment, she's learning to whistle Handel's water music. Stunning effect.
I'll bet.
But she asked that you stay for dinner.
Oh, I'd like that a lot.
Delphine, show Major Patton to his bath.
I could sure use a bath.
Don't hurry, Major. Indulge yourself.
Thank you.
Anything you want, just ask for it. May I present my daughter, Maria de Lourdes Vicuña y Arias.
Howdy.
Dinner is served.
We eat to taste, yes, but also for textural pleasures, and most of all for the nose. Have you an educated nose, Major?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Langosto, Major. A relay of riders with ice from Popocatépetl deliver us this voluptuous flesh of the cold crustacean. The delicate flakes melt like snow on the tongue. Andalusian ecstasy, Major. Gazpacho. A chilled salad soup garnished with croutons and pungent garden crisps. Our piglets suckle not only their mother's milk, but coconut, maraschino cherries, and honey they roast over hickory and pine cones. Ah, wild boar's head, one of my favorite smells. You might say I have a nose for a nose. Ah, you must smell our cheesery, Major. Hundreds of cheese aromas blended together over the years, sealed in just for sniffing. Smell this stew, it's dizzying. tender turkey, spare ribs of pork, 2 kinds of chili, peanuts, pecans, almonds, avocados, raisins, peppercorns, cinnamon, cloves, and chocolate. Ah, what a bouquet. Before it is fired, the shish kebab drinks in a marinade of champagne, vinegar, pear juice, a myriad of spices, and a dash of wormwood absinthe. Ah, Major, if you could have heard her grandmother whistle the Mozart operas. What a pucker she had.
Sir, I came here to offer you 2 cents an acre for some land I won in a poker game that you got a claim to, but now I'd rather talk about your daughter.
And Maria Lourdes whispered to me that she wants you.
What?
My prayers have been answered, Major. My daughter is yours.
Mine?
And when I die, you will inherit the biggest spread in the history of Mexico.
Oh, now, wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. I'm no fortune hunter.
Of course not. You will live the way I live, drink as I do, eat rich, rich foods, the even more pleasurable things.
Oh, no, I'm very sorry, sir, but I either got to win or work for what I get.
You'll work for it.
Oh. Well, Maria and I hardly know each other.
There is no time for romance.
Well, what's the rush? After all, I've been a bachelor for a long time, and this is a matter of pride. I mean, I'd like to shuffle before I deal.
I see. Well, perhaps I'm demeaning the value of my daughter by pushing the merchandise too hard.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that, sir.
Major?
Yeah.
They tell me you have the reputation of being a gambler who never turns down a fair bet.
That's right.
One hand of poker. If I win, you'll have my daughter, your pride, and everything I have will be yours after my death. If you win, you can walk out of here the same miserable bachelor who walked in. If you choose. Fair bet?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
It's simple. If I win, you win. If you win, I lose.
Wait a minute. You mean if I win?
How many cards?
Four.
I will take 3. Two pair. Jacks over 9s.
You win. 2 pairs good.
You will not be sorry, my son.
Thank you.
Tell Maria to put on her wedding dress and come down. And get Father Alivar and Don Patricio as a witness.
Why? You don't give a man a chance to breathe.
Save your breathing for the honeymoon. You'll need it.
Yeah.
My boy, You have been fair with me, I will be fair with you.
Yeah.
Maria Lourdes is bursting with the ripeness that makes a peach edible.
I noticed that.
Yet she never in her life has been alone with a man.
Really?
Do you not ask yourself why?
Yeah, I'm asking myself why.
My daughter Maria and I are under a family curse.
What kind of a curse?
Hundreds of years ago, one of my ancestors incurred the wrath of the Aztec priests. This is Don Jaime Arias. He came to Mexico with Captain Cortez. In the course of 11 months and 14 days, he violated 634 Aztec maidens.
$634 in 11 months?
And 14 days. He attributed his uncanny powers to eating boiled iguana. Single-handed, he nearly made the iguana extinct.
I can't believe it.
Don Jaime was afraid of that. In fact, he was so carried away with his exploits, he kept a written record of them. The infamous diary fell into the hands of the Emperor Moctezuma, and Don Jaime was brought to trial. He was apprehended in a cave near Guadalajara, eating boiled iguana with 4 nude Aztec maidens.
This little fella?
Years later, Casanova read Don Jaime's document and was led away, a broken man.
Well, whatever happened to this Don Jaime?
Don Jaime was brought to trial in the halls of Montezuma, and on that day, the curse was invoked.
Yeah?
This old Aztec priest intoned these terrible words over Don Jaime Arias. Every life born of your loins, unto the 1000th generation, shall be possessed with such a talent for loving that they shall grow insane for the need of love at the instant of their first carnal embrace. Since that day, every Arias has been a slave to the needs of his body. I'm an old man, yet, you see, there are only women servants in this house.
Yeah.
They are my concubines. And if they were not here always and constantly, I would go mad. Once in Spain, a gypsy crone looked at my palm and began tearing off her clothes, then reeking of wool spittle threw herself upon me.
Then, Maria, she's got the same, problem? Well, come to think of it, I beat 2 pair. I've got 4 queens. 4 queens right over here.
You played out your hand like a gentleman. That's why I've told you this. You're an honest man. You have a good smell to your body. I pray I have not given you a gift of tragedy. But a bet is a bet.
All right. I'll back my play.
Ah, this is my ranch foreman, Don Patricio. He will be your best man.
I do. Very glad to know you.
Ah, the happy couple. No time for pleasantries, Father. Just do what you've been trained to do over the years.
Ego es parte Dei omnipotentis, et apostolorum Petri et Pauli, et sante matris ecclesivos matrimonio conjungo, et distus sacramentum inter vos firmo, in Filii et Spiritus Sancti Acum, Paternos Delectis Celi, sanctificetur nomen tuum, et benedictus fructus tuus ventris tui, Iesus. Amen.
Slip the wedding ring under the door, Father, and call it a day.
With this ring, I thee wed.
What is wrong, Patron?
I'm weak. I haven't been out in the fresh air in days.
I will take you to my house. You can lie down for a while.
Good.
I will send word to your wife, Maria.
to come and take care of you.
No! For God's sake, don't do that!
These are my children,
Well,
Benito and Jacaranda.
buenos dias.
I am both their father and mother. Hey, bring us some cold water from the well, child. My house is your house.
Gracias.
Io scatto a mano.
Well, now, who's this?
This gringo boy is Jim Street, Major.
Where'd he come from?
His wagon train was ambushed by the Lipan tribe. The Lipano thought the wagons might be carrying more guns to Don Jose. His father and mother were killed.
Oh, poor little fella. What's gonna happen to him?
He will be Benito's brother. When there is food in the pot, 3 children are much more joy than 2. The Lipano! They are drunk!
Where'd they get the liquor?
The wagons that were not carrying guns to Don Jose were carrying whiskey. My daughter is out there. Jacaranda! Where is Jacaranda?
General? Well, it's mighty sweet of you. Guess we'd have been finished if you hadn't happened along.
I wish I had known you were here. I would not have happened along. Anyway, you should be killed by someone who really cares.
They took Jacaranda. They took her away. Tell Don Jose I cannot stay. I must find my daughter. I will search in the days and leave the night for prayer.
Where will you go?
I don't know, but in the direction of the Lipano, Patron. One thing,
What is it?
Benito, Jim.
Now, don't worry, Don Patricio. I'll take care of
Give them to me, Don Patricio. I want nothing in return, except to know the hiding place of the guns of Don Jose, so I may protect these fine young boys.
Bless you, Major. Goodbye, my sons. He is your father now. Jacaranda! Jacaranda!
You are a lucky man, Major. One day soon, you will control the filthy Vicuña riches. I hope when the day comes, you will remember that I saved you from the Indians.
Yeah, I remember. I also remember you're a lousy gunshot.
Very well, Major. I will not kill you now because of the children. Besides, we are all out of bullets. Let's go, men. We'll meet again, Major. Follow me!
Bravo! I brought this circus all the way from Budapest just for you, Evelina. Hey, look, Major. Even now, my granddaughter has a mother's pucker. Where's Maria? She always loved a good circus. Isn't she ever coming down?
She said she was tired. I could hardly believe it.
Damn the curse! Maria's run off with the acrobats. What?
I'll get her, sir. It's my job.
No, my son. It is my fault. I should have known this would happen sooner or later.
What is it, sir? Let me help you.
No. No, don't move me. I want to die in the saddle.
What happened? What's wrong?
You're not going to die.
Everyone speaks of death as if there were a law against it.
We'll get the doctor. Then I'll go after Maria.
No. Let her go. You're a good man, Major. But you're no match for 4 Hungarian acrobats.
Yes, sir.
And before I go, promise me one thing. Little Evelina, you must never tell her about the curse. Goodbye, Delphine. And thank you.
Don't worry, I shall stay with you, as you wished.
And we must never tell her about the family curse.
She'll soon find out. My dear Major, it is 6 years since Don Jose and Maria left us. Tomorrow, little Evelina goes to the convent and will no longer need me. I, too, have needs. If you had allowed me to fill yours, perhaps I wouldn't be saying goodbye. I will leave your carriage at the El Paradiso Saloon in Tex-Mex.
Tequila, pulque, beer, wine, the check.
Bring everything, except the check. These gringos, all they can think about is money. Give the money.
If I'm not too forward, my general, when do you think we might capture the guns of Don Jose from Major Patton so we can free the people? It has been many years now.
The first rule of being a great leader is to plan carefully. Very soon now, I'll think of something. Play.
My general, is that not the delicious woman from the Rancho Vicuña?
You see? My years of planning have been rewarded. I have a headboard. Well, she will want to have a bath now after her journey. I will not intrude on her privacy until she has had the time to undress and get in the tub.
Un mal d'amour est une maladie. Le médecin ne peut rien contre lui. La, 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 le médecin ne peut rien contre lui. It's no use. news, Major William Patton. I am not going back.
At ease. You don't have to stand up and salute.
What do you want?
You, my pretty one.
Get out of here!
My beautiful lady. I'm a handsome figure of a man. Mature and wise in the ways of lovemaking. And a lonely, but a proud father of a lovely little girl. I would like to bestow upon you the honor of becoming the First Lady of Mexico.
They wouldn't have you even if you were the last man on earth.
As far as you're concerned, I have just became the last man on earth. Ah!
If you touch me, the Major will kill you.
Kill me? He will have to follow me, then I will kill him.
Ah!
I will allow you to put on your clothes so that I may remove them later. Pardon. That will be enough. I'm a very patient man, but not today.
No.
Come on, love. Let's have fun.
Get your hands off me,
Boys,
you pig!
hold him.
It hurt me! No!
Come on, to the bed.
No! You...
Ooh,
I'll kill you, and I'll kill you too.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. From now on, it's a one-man job.
No.
When you get to know me, I'll untie you. You will soon be trained and loving.
No. Oh, darling.
She's a tiger. Tiger. Me, I would rather have a taco and a cold glass of beer. And after the taco and beer, tiger. Come on.
Oh.
Delphine, please. This is no time. What a man is the general. A great leader and a great lover.
Vamos, hombre!
I'm so glad Jim and Benito have grown to be such handsome, exciting young animals.
Yeah. So help me the first fella that tries bulldogging Evelina.
We'll worry about that when the time comes.
Well, it's practically here. She'll be home from the convent tomorrow.
Come on, Jim, come on!
Wonder if there's enough of me in her to kind of weaken the curse.
Well, if I am any judge, darling, it will be stronger than ever.
Oh. You don't think anything happened en route, do you?
Don't be absurd, darling. Evelina. Oh, aren't you beautiful? Papa.
Aren't you pleased to see me?
father?
My daughter, my beautiful flower, how lovely you have grown. You look more like me than ever. Take off those glorious uniforms immediately. They are to be worn only on special occasions.
It has been so long. But how victorious you have been.
Yes.
What splendid uniforms.
You like it?
They must have cost a fortune.
They cost nothing, my little child. While campaigning in the South, we were ambushed by a touring Italian opera company. But we overwhelmed them. These uniforms and their leading tenor were the only survivors. Martinelli, a few notes for my daughter. He will be the bandmaster of our troops. And one day, Minister of Fine Arts of all Mexico. As soon as we captured the guns of Don Jose from that fool, Major Patton.
And when will that be, Father?
Soon, my beautiful daughter. Just a few weeks of rest and tequila, and I'll continue to think of something. Gee.
Where are you? Help me. Water. Where is my daughter? Jacaranda. Jacaranda. Jacaranda.
Don Patricio. Adios, my friend.
I heard shots, mon generale. Are you all right?
Of course. That fool Don Patricio, pretending to search for his daughter after 16 years. He tried to sneak up on me and was foolish enough to draw. You should have seen my shots. From the hip! Beautiful.
Father? What happened, Father? I heard shots.
It was nothing, my little flower. Just another attempted assassination by one of Major Patton's men. But of course, I was
There's a
quick.
body outside, General.
I know.
Father shot him.
Yeah.
But there is no blood.
Don Patricio was always a fast coagulator. Bury him.
Don Patricio?
Yeah?
The father of Benito?
How do you know that?
The grapevine of the women. They say Benito is beautiful.
You think wicked thoughts, Florita. Take her to the chapel to confess. My own daughter is dreaming of a boy whose sister ran off with a drunken Indian. I must marry her soon to someone of wealth and political influence. Take a letter. My dear son, Benito.
But I thought he was the son of the evil Don Patricio.
Ajijo, this will be a forgery. Don Patricio's dying words to his son. Write like a Mexican. My dear son, Benito. As I lie on the brink of death, I ask you to promise me one thing. You will marry the lovely Florita Molina, the daughter of General Molina, the savior of Mexico, who has been very kind to me. I'm growing weak. These, I'm sure, are my last words. Your father, Don Patricio. P.S. General Molina is the best shot in Mexico.
What is your plan, General?
Benito is like a son to Major Patton. So he must know where the guns are hidden, and he will be more than a son to me. I'm a very patient man, not your ordinary impulsive Latin. If I cannot get the guns by other means, I'll get them by marriage.
That sounds like a ruse to me.
I know, but perhaps it is not. If it is truly the will of my father, I must obey.
All right, son. Go ahead. But keep your eyes open.
I will, sir.
Come, my daughter, meet your husband to me. I will leave you alone. The three of you.
I am Florita.
I never expected you'd be so beautiful.
And you are more beautiful than I have heard. It will be difficult for me to wait.
And for me, too.
I started to work sewing the wedding clothes and all the other things. I am a very economical person.
I am very economical, too.
Tell me of your work and what you are doing.
We are breaking horses in, Jim and I. We are the top hands on the Patton Ranch.
Who is Jim?
Jim is Jim Street. He's my brother since we are 4 years old. We do everything we do always together. I'm only a little better at everything than he is.
And what are you the very best at, Benito?
Well, I don't know yet. But I hope when we get married...
That will be enough for now.
Adios, Benito. We will see each other at the ceremony.
No! No! Wait! I am Torilo, chief of the Lipans!
Who?
How? I am the husband of your sister, Jacaranda! Remember? My father, the late chief, he kidnapped her. She wants you to pay her visit.
Why not?
Here.
Thanks.
Sorry if I frighten you, my brother.
That's all right.
You. How you have changed.
But you look exactly the same.
Really?
I like your hair that way.
Yeah, it's a change. I have a little Cherokee woman who comes in and does it for me. Squat. What do you think of my husband?
He seems like a very nice fella.
You know, it's not easy being an Indian. Naturally, they get aggressive sometimes. That is all, dear. And stay out of Bearfinger's teepee. He's a bad influence. Just wait outside. Tortilla is exactly like his father. Can't hold his firewater. Ah, but it hasn't been a total loss. You're an uncle. Twice. 2 boys.
Well, I'd sure like to meet my nephews, but I'm really in a hurry.
Oh, Benito, one thing. You could make my husband a big man by telling him where the major is hiding the guns.
I cannot do that.
Not even for your little sister? Yeah, never mind. A person can't expect too much help from relatives these days. Tortilla! Sweetheart, Benito has to leave now.
I sent Bearfingers and Iron Legs with him.
You take him yourself. You brought him here, and you will see that he gets back safe and sound, you hear?
But tonight is the big annual rain dance festival.
You always find an excuse. And you better do something about finding those guns yourself.
All right, all right. I get guns. I wish my stupid drunken father never kidnapped you.
White settlers make the best husbands!
Well, Miss Ridgway, Signed by the Secretary of Agriculture himself.
Yes, an old bow of mummies.
I see. And, you're interested in increasing beef production, eh?
I have a few theories, which are not even worth talking about yet, but I'm most eager to study your stock. Could I start now?
Well, you must be tired, aren't you? You've had a long and hazardous trip.
Long, yes, but not at all hazardous. I entrained to St. Louis, and just a few days northwest of there, I made my rendezvous with the Blackfeet.
Blackfeet?
Why, Blackfeet are nice.
Come on, Miss Ridgway. I'll have one of the boys show you around before he starts sending up smoke signals. Hey, Jim!
My, you certainly have a cozy place here.
This is Marilyn Ridgway. She likes cows. Howdy.
This is the happiest day of my life. I care not who writes my nation's hymns, if I may breed its beef.
That's one of the finest things I ever heard a woman say. You said it for me, too, when you said it.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking for someone to help me in my chosen work. Your teeth are good, you come from good stock, and your brisket is very firm.
You've got nice briskets, too.
Thank you. Of course, I can't think of marriage until I graduate. I promised Dad.
You've got to learn all you can. I don't know nothing, and I need for you to teach me.
The Major says women always make the best teachers, especially for boys.
I'll teach you everything I know.
Beautiful, Evelina. You got a better pucker than your mother.
Thank you, Papa. I worked very hard on it, just for you.
Yeah? Well, don't you ever let me catch you whistling for anybody else, you hear? You hear me?
What's that?
Just a bunch of the boys hooting it up, celebrating the end of the roundup.
Oh, what fun. Can't we join them?
No! Absolutely not! Now, you go to your room and you stay there, you hear?
But why, Papa? What have I done?
Nothing, and you're not going to. Now, get!
Well, darling, you must calm yourself. You're a nervous wreck.
You're damn right I am. Whistling's not the only family tradition.
Hey! I don't see any women here! Dude, we're riding in...
Coming with us, Jim, Benito.
I'm afraid we can't, Manuel.
We've already got girls.
Acrobats. I keep dreaming of acrobats.
Well, be still, my love. You're screaming again.
My God, Delphine, she's the kind of ripe that makes a peach edible.
Shame on you. You're her father.
I know it. And it's time I did something about it. I gotta find her a man. Some fine, upstanding young fellow with the strength of 5 acrobats. But until I do, she's gotta go back with the nuns tomorrow, and that's final.
She'll want to know why.
Well, you think of something.
Me?
Well, hell, you're a woman. You can talk to her. I just make a damn fool of myself.
If you say so.
Here.
Coward.
Right.
It just ain't fair that I should know more about women than you. Right. Maybe if we paid a call on the Major's daughter, maybe she'd teach you what Marilyn taught me. Well?
She will obey her father. Of course, she doesn't like it, returning to the convent. Especially now that she knows.
Knows what?
I told her about the family curse.
You told her?
Yes.
Well, you know I promised Don Jose I wouldn't tell her.
You didn't tell her. I did.
Yeah, that's true. How'd she take it?
Oh, she was absolutely delighted.
Thank you. I say, my dear, have you got a room to let? I'm really rather weary.
Stranger, ain't you?
Yes, how do you know that? Is it my manner of speech?
No.
Oh, my clothes.
No, it's the way you drank that furniture polish.
Furniture polish?
First time I ever seen it done.
It's absolutely delicious. Yeah, will you have a drop? There we are. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Here. Now, what is it?
You're right.
Well, I told you so. My, it's lovely, isn't it?
What's your business, young man?
I do beg your pardon, sir. John Moody, sir, at your service.
Oh, representative at large. Captain Hugh Fitzmoncrief's hair and mustache tonic and Bernard's fine piano sprays. Well.
I beg your pardon, sir. Oh, and a new line I've just taken on, sir. Moriarty's surgical stockings. They're London's best.
Really? How's business?
Absolutely rotten.
Oh.
Now, I'm afraid I'm down to my last farthing, sir.
Have another polish.
Well, that's extremely civil of you, sir. Will you join me, sir?
Well, don't mind if I do.
Well, very good health again.
And to yours.
You certainly keep a gay bar.
Huh?
Your clientele seem particularly frivolous.
Oh, big spenders. Ranch hands from Major Patton's spread. You know, he used to be the biggest gambler in Texas. Now he's got the richest ranch in Mexico.
Richest in Mexico, hell, richest in the world.
You don't say.
Great man, Major. Most generous guy. You ought to see his daughter.
Really?
Oh, she's as pretty as he is rich.
Really? And, is she unattached?
Ready to be plucked.
You know something's wrong here.
Yeah, we forgot our hats.
Oh, to heck with them.
To hear you. What a nice surprise. Why don't you take off your gun and be comfortable?
What the? Did you hear anything?
I hear you.
Now, what can I do for you?
We were gonna ask you a favor. You see, it's like this. Ever since Benito and I were kids, we learned everything together. Riding, bulldogging, and shooting. But about a week ago, I fell in love with this girl that's just crazy about beef. And she taught me all about women. I thought maybe if you weren't doing anything, you could take Benito in hand and kind of even things up.
Why doesn't Benito speak for himself?
He gave you all the facts, ma'am. Now take it or leave it.
There's such a thing as romance.
Evelyn is right. Here, I'll help you take your boots off, and then
I'll leave you two alone.
Why don't you stay too?
I don't think it's done that way. 1, 2, 3.
One, 2, 3.
Get up. Get up. Out! Now one of you is gonna marry up with my little girl.
Shooting people doesn't change anything.
Well, what do you want me to do? You know her problem. Shh. Well, what's worse now, she knows it. Look at her. Look. She's twitching all over.
I can see. But marriage is a serious business. Well, at least let Evelina make a choice.
All right, Evelina. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You're not gonna find anything better around these parts. Which one do you want? Well?
I just couldn't possibly choose, Papa. I want them both.
Oh, dear.
Holy smoke.
Oh, may I make a suggestion?
Hell yes.
You're a gambler, darling. Let them compete in a true spirit of sportsmanship. The best man marries Evelina, and the loser can't be the best man.
How exciting.
All right, I'll plan a contest. But one of them's gonna marry my Evelina. All right, boys, this is it. When I fire, you jump in and wrestle. Whoever comes up wins.
But, Major, we don't know how to swim. That we did not learn together.
Well, now's a good time to start learning. Take your boots off. Come on. All right, ready? Get set. Well, go, you idiots! Evelina!
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure, beautiful one.
That'll do, stranger. Get your hands off her.
No offense, sir?
Delphine, get her inside. She's hanging out all over the place. You two better get some rest, because tomorrow you're gonna need it.
Senor? Yes? Your sombrero. Oh, very kind. I say, old chap, could you tell me what's happening? There seems to be something rather peculiar taking place. I mean, there's two young gentlemen splashing around in the pond just now.
There is a gentleman to see you.
Tell him I can't be bothered right now.
Forgive my intrusion, Major Patton.
You again.
Yes, me. However, if you'll give me just one moment, sir, I think I can relieve the tension that I feel in the air.
Who the hell are you?
I'm so sorry, sir. Here's my card.
Mustache tonic. Surgical stockings, piano and harp.
What the devil do I need with all this junk?
Well, your piano could stand restringing, sir.
What?
However, I have taken on a new line, sir. Something which a gentleman of discernment, such as yourself, I'm sure would appreciate.
And what might that be?
Well, if you would allow me, sir, I'd invite you to taste just a tiny drop of this, sir. Cheers.
Cheers. Very smooth.
Ah.
Excellent bouquet.
My information is correct, sir.
I'll take 10 cases.
I'll have it shipped at once,
Now,
sir.
if you'll excuse
Now,
us.
if you'll forgive my impertinence, sir, but my inquiries have brought to light a problem that you face for which I may well have the solution. I assume that this beautiful child here is your daughter, the prize for which those two extremely fortunate young gentlemen are competing.
Sit down, Mr. Moody.
Oh, yes, sir, of course, sir.
Now, let's hear this idea of yours.
Well, you see, Major Patton, selling fine liquors is really only of secondary importance to me. I must confess that I'm primarily a gambler.
Well, now, that used to be my business.
Well, don't you miss it, sir?
Oh, I sure do. Just being rich can be an awful bore, you know.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yes, I'm sure. Yes. I have devised, sir, what might well be the sporting event of the century. One which, by its very nature, must produce but a single winner. I am willing to wager every penny that I possess on the outcome.
Young man, I don't know how much you got, but you're covered.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now, what's the contest?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the start of the great cowboy race.
Now, from here to Mexico City is more than 1,000 miles. In between, there's some mighty rough and dangerous country. Jim here, he's going to take the eastern trail. Benito, the west. But whoever rides up to the church in the big plaza at Mexico City first, he wins the grand prize. We'll go on ahead by train so we can be waiting to greet the winner. Jim, Benito, whichever one wins, I'll be proud to have him as a son-in-law. Good luck, boys. Good luck. May the best man win.
Excuse me, Major.
Yeah?
You'll be passing near General Molina's pueblo, so if it's not too inconvenient, I'd appreciate it if you could get this note to Florita.
Yeah, sure. All right, you ready? Get ready. On your marks. Get set. About time you told me who you're betting on, ain't it, Mr. Moody?
Well, as you express no preference, I seal my choice in an envelope and hand it to the bride-to-be here to be opened off to the winner as declared. I thought it might save you the embarrassment, sir, of favoritism.
Well, that's mighty thoughtful of you, Mr. Moody. I appreciate that.
How
You
kind.
get aboard now?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Here, my
Up this
dear.
way, Miss Patton.
Why are we taking the artillery with us? Are you expecting trouble?
Hell no, it's the other way around. Those guns have always spelled trouble. Molina wants them, the Indians want them. Well, I don't want them. I'm going to turn them over to government in Mexico City, then we'll all sleep better. Get my horse out of the baggage car. All right, Major. What'll I tell the other passengers? Buy them all drinks on me. I'll get back as soon as I
Be
can.
careful, darling. General Molina is a very dangerous man.
Yeah, I promised Benito I'd deliver his letter.
Yes, but last time you left him tied to the bed.
Yeah, I know. Ah, don't worry. He's probably mellowed through the years.
Would you care to have me come along, sir?
No, thanks, Mr. Moody. You stay here and keep an eye on the women.
As you wish, sir.
was wondering if you know where I could find General Molina's daughter, Florita?
I am Florita.
No.
Yes.
Why, that's incredible. You're so pretty.
Oh.
Say, I got a letter here for you from Benito Reyes.
From Benito?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you for bringing it.
it's all right.
Major Patton, here in Los Torres, he has either come to give his blessing to the wedding or to protest. Maybe I'll have to kill him.
Adios.
Adios? You cover me from the window. Adios. Huh. Well, Major, what will it be? Did you come to drink or draw?
I think I'd like to have a drink.
Then welcome. Come to the canteen. You are my guest.
Well, that's right friendly of you.
Yamarta,
Yeah?
prepare a feast. We have a distinguished guest. Vamos. Please, sit down, Major.
Thank you.
Martinta, the best tequila for the Major. Vamos.
Real nice.
Vamos.
I thought maybe you'd be a little bit upset about our past difficulties.
Oh, no. I'm too big a man to hold a grudge. In fact, I have always wanted to thank you for tying me to the bed.
Thank me.
At the time, I had been without sleep for 9 days and nights. I was planning the health and welfare program for the poor and aged people of my country.
Oh, I see.
My staff were begging me to rest. I was exhausted. Or, obviously, you could not have tied me to the bed in the first place.
Obviously.
As it was, I was forced to sleep and regain my strength. So thank you, Major.
Pleasure.
Now,
Very good.
to what do I owe the honor of this visit?
Well, I've come to talk about Florita and Benito.
Saludos, amigo. This is a great day for Mexico. Saludos.
Saludos.
How soft we men of steel become when we are fathers of daughters.
How right you are. Oh, thank you.
I have lost him, Donna Maria, to another woman.
Perhaps not. Perhaps he will lose the race.
Oh, there is no chance. My Benito is the best man in all Mexico. He told me so himself.
But will you meet him at the Rock of Two Angels as he asked you in his letter?
No. What am I? Some piece of clay hang more to his wishes? Pack my things while I change my clothes.
What in God's name are you doing in that outfit? I darn near shot you.
I was studying the habits of the deer and antelope at work and play.
One of their habits is to be shot at.
I was just trying to lose myself in my work.
You know, I didn't expect you back until July.
Obviously, but I read some Comanche smoke signals about you and the Major's daughter.
Oh, you did, huh?
Don't try to explain.
Well,
Just
what
go
happened
on with
was-
your wedding plans.
But it ain't my plans, it's a Major's.
Well, could we talk about beef?
You're much too occupied to discuss crossbreeding.
Oh, I'm never too busy to learn some more from you.
Florita! Oh, Florita, you came.
Only because you owe me some money.
What for?
The silk and lace for my wedding dress, which I will not be using.
But the race isn't over yet. Maybe Jim Street will
It
win.
does not matter. I am not a toy to be played with and tossed aside.
But I want to play only with you. You must believe me, Florita. I am an honorable man.
I do have honor. You will escort us to Mexico City, and from there I will go to my mother's people in Spain.
I'm very happy to take you. But what did you have to bring her for?
I do not trust you. How can a simple 17-year-old Mexican virgin know what evil lurks in the heart of men?
To think that after all these years of hating each other, we two great, powerful men will be as one to share our fortunes for the good of Mexico.
Unless Benito gets there first.
Gets where first?
Mexico City.
What has that to do with anything, my dear friend?
Well, then you'll marry Evelina.
One moment. What has your daughter to do with Benito?
A lot. That's why she'll either marry Benito or Chin Street. Since she's had a lot to do with both of them.
But Benito is to marry Florita.
Maybe. Just maybe. If Jim wins, then Benito can marry Florita if he wants to. Of course, Marilyn Ridgway won't like it. But even if Benito marries Florita, don't you get any ideas about those guns?
But, Major, with your guns and my charm, we could rule all Mexico.
No.
Very well. One last tequila, and I'll kill you.
Daniel, you are the most warm-hearted host I've ever known.
You have shared my feast, and now you will meet your maker, whoever he may be.
Saludos. I hope you'll die bravely, but I doubt it.
Saludos.
Saludos.
Come here, don't run away. Come here. Caramba, come here. We have to kill this gringo. And now...
Right, senor. Like the wind. When he comes to shooting.
Let's get going. Not too fast. I don't want to hit any more bumps than necessary.
Beast!
Who are you?
I I'm Marilyn Ridgway, and this is my ex-fiancé, Jim Street.
Ah, the friend of Benito.
That's right.
Well, this is perfecto. I will hold you for ransom. Major Patton will pay dearly for you.
But the Major's on his way to Mexico City.
Mexico City? Perfecto. I have it. I will raid his ranch and take the guns.
That won't work, General.
Why?
He took all the guns with him on the train.
Oh, you've got some mouth.
Perfecto. Martinelli!
General!
Martinelli, order an advance guard to tear up the tracks at Gower Gulch and assemble the troops at dawn in full dress uniform.
Tortilla! Benito! Oh, Benito, it's all a big mistake. How could I know it was you?
How could you know it was me? What kind of Indian chief are you? You're supposed to have eyes like an eagle in your kind of work. You're supposed to be able to read the date on a centavo piece from the top of a mountain, you painted ape.
You know him?
This clown is my brother-in-law. What are you doing around here anyway?
My scouts tell me of smoking train which crawls from north to south. It carries many guns. We capture it at the Gulch of Gower, between the pueblos of Pico and Sepulveda.
You cannot do that. Major Patton is like my father. I may have to marry his daughter.
It's out of my hands. Your sister Hakaranda, very ambitious woman. This whole thing is her idea. Me, I not like guns. I not like bows and arrows much either. Well, Benito, I go gather rest of warriors. Sorry again, my brother. Don't spread word. My eyes not what they used to be.
Doña Maria! They've taken Doña Maria!
Let her go. She's entitled to a life of her own. Come on, we have to warn the Major.
Now I have to review my troops and lead them into battle. Guard them until I return. Never mind. This glorious day comes just in time.
May I ask where you got those adorable shoes?
Oh, you really like them?
Come on, we've got to warn the Major.
I don't give a darn what the Major says. You gotta marry me, Marilyn. You are some kind of a woman.
I accept. Papa, look. Isn't that Jim?
I say, look, sir. Horseman, sir.
What is it? Golly, that is Jim.
Who's that with him?
Looks like that beef student he's stuck on.
Oh, look, darling, look. Isn't that Benito?
What? Darn if it ain't. And he's got Molina's daughter with him.
Benito! What the devil? Oh, excuse me, here. Let me help you.
Thank you.
What are you doing here?
My crazy brother-in-law and his tribe are riding in to take the train. They're after the guns and ammunition. Why are you here?
Your girlfriend's daddy's after the guns, too. They ripped up the track up ahead. I better go warn the driver.
I'll tell the Major.
Hey!
Don't shoot, I'm a good guy. You better stop this thing. The track's out ahead. Darned if they aren't. Sorry to disturb you, Major, but the Indians are coming.
And so is my father's Army of Liberation.
Then what the hell are we stopping for?
My father's brilliant strategy.
Here they come! You better start backing this thing up fast! Hello, Major. We're trapped. Look out there.
All right, boys, get the guns.
The guns?
The guns.
Beautiful. Beautiful. For once, the realization is better than the anticipation. Come on. Come on.
I knew this was a bad idea. How we take guns when they have all the guns?
Good question.
I think we have powwow.
Where the hell are they going?
Men, the moment of truth is at hand. We will attack as one glorious wave and surround the train. Make every shot count. We have only enough bullets for one charge and a half. But within that freight car are enough guns and ammunition to conquer Napoleon. Good luck, but I warn you, if you get any blood on those magnificent uniforms, you will be making the next charge in your underwear.
Nobody fire till I give the word.
What's the word, Papa?
Fire. What the hell?
Charge!
They've all rusted, Major.
Of course, they've been buried for 17 years.
Benito! Jim, bring the ammunition and follow me. Everybody flat on your faces and stay there. Start stoking these in the boiler.
If I stoke her with those, she'll blow.
Then stoke her till she blows.
Brave boys, charge!
From sound of things, I think we stay right here. Let Mexican cavalry and white settlers massacre each other.
Good thinking.
Check the other car for casualties.
Anybody hurt?
No, not a scratch. As a matter of fact, I don't think they even hit the train.
Good.
Oh, that was very ingenious of you, my darling.
Thank you, my dear, but we're not out of this yet. Melina won't give up that easy. Mr. Moody.
Oh, yes, sir.
How much piano wire you got in your case?
Here you are. Several hundred yards, sir. Enough to string 2 concert grands.
Get it out. Come on, faster! All right, that ought to be enough. Now get moving. Now remember, about 7 feet up. No point in hurting the horse.
From the force of their firepower, they surely are heavy.
Let me see. In that case, tell the men to take off their uniforms.
If we survive, I will love you true, with a great talent for loving. And if we love true, we will be free together. For in love there is no wrong.
Stay with me, Martinelli. It's a lonely vigil I keep here.
Here they come. Everybody down. They might get lucky.
Martinelli, I think a quiet withdrawal on our part is called for. We'll take the uniforms with us. The regular sizes, we'll find other soldiers to fill them.
Ah, what courage you show in the face of adversity.
It has nothing to do with courage. I'm just too old to get into another business.
Hold it, General! Hands up, General.
Martinelli, I think a quiet surrender on our part is called for.
Another wise decision, mon generale.
We have just witnessed for the first time in the history of the West a war party of Indian savages rescuing the white man from the cavalry.
If all soldiers had to fight in their underwear, there wouldn't be any wars.
Hello there, General.
Shoot me, Major. Get it over with. I have nothing to live for.
Now, wait a minute. Nobody's living with anybody till my Evelina's got somebody to live with. I'm sorry, General, but my daughter comes first. Jim heads, you get the girl. Benito tails, you get her.
It's too late, darling.
What?
Bring the priest.
Oh, no. Come on, Father.
And make it short, Father.
My little girl.
I know. I know. It is one thing to lose a battle, but a daughter...
Oh, well, I guess I should be relieved.
And I also. I have never told Florita of this, but the Molina family for generations has suffered under an ancient Aztec curse.
You too?
At the first carnal embrace, we grow insane for the need of love.
Oh, you poor fella. What a hell you must have lived through since your wife died.
She is not dead. She is hiding.
It's done, my love. At last is out of our hands. Now we can concentrate on us.
I see you suffer from the same care.
No, no. With us, it's just a plain, everyday, run-of-the-mill blessing.
Blessing.